Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our preview of round 16. If you're enjoying our channel as much as we enjoy making videos, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It would really help us out. And the bye rounds are finally over. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank God.
Where's that? Fukushima? That's in Korea or Japan or something like that.
That's what I mean. Japan.
Let's get started with the first game of the round. Thursday night footy is still around.
Well, that's
and
good.
It's a beauty. It really is. Brisbane, Richmond at the Gabba.
Ski time. Ski time.
It is. Although Richmond might have a say about that.
If someone's got the heat
Richmond might
to
have
melt
a say about
the ice, Richmond.
Really? You think Richmond can get them?
No,
I don't.
No, but it won't be.
No, but they'll have a say. It won't be
ski
there.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think it'll be a
They're not
flogging?
skiing very often lately.
Do you reckon they skied on Friday night?
Although the
against
weather's
Kilda?
getting a bit colder, it might get easier for them.
It could.
Might.
I think it'll be a 4-5 goal win, Brisbane.
Should be.
Really?
It should be.
No, I think Richmond can push them, not to win, but it'll be.
But if they push them,
it'll be a competitive game
Richmond
of footy.
can win.
Yeah.
Well, if they
If
push
they
them,
push them,
right.
they can win, I reckon.
Yeah, and you reckon 5 goals?
I reckon 4 to 5.
So Richmond have got no chance then.
No, I think it'll be, when I say 4 to 5, I think it'll be 2-3 goal margin. Like, so it'll be
Arm's
arm's length, and then I think they'll just, they finish it off with that little bit of a couple of goals
Is
to
that
make
the
it
most common word going around
Arm's
in footy
length.
talk?
Yeah,
arm's length.
Yeah, it's been going on forever.
I reckon Richmond will be refreshed after the bye because they've got a lot of old players.
This is like a commercial.
No.
Refresh Norska. That refreshing
Norska,
smell.
remember?
Okay.
Refreshed.
Yeah, I think they'll be refreshed.
Someone
They've got a lot
reckons
of
the
older
boy
players.
doesn't help them because they come back.
Well, it's the Dubai. Dubai's a long way away.
A long way away,
God.
Dubai.
But anyway,
Look, no team's won after the bye. Oh, no, one.
Yeah, but they played another team who was coming.
So someone had to win.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a bogey, but that was like that in the 90s when
always
the
like that.
bye first came out as
it's
well.
always like that.
It's rubbish.
I remember when North were the first team in 1991 after all the teams had a bye because North were last, like they were the 15th team, and North won. They played Richmond, long night kicked a heap.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And the back page of the Herald Sun, bye busters. That was great.
You remember that?
Bye busters. I
Did he
remember the
kick
back
12?
page. No, not
That
that
was in
night.
90.
but-
That was in 90. Yeah, that was in 90.
Are we done with North Club
Anyway,
Corner?
yeah, Club Corner.
Got your drink there?
So who wins this?
Brisbane 4 or 5 goals.
Brisbane by 19 points.
Yeah, I think Brisbane a couple of goals. I don't like something that Brisbane are doing. At the
I agree.
moment. Not sold on them at the moment.
I agree, and I know Richmond going into the bye, they lost to St Kilda. Sorry, they beat St Kilda.
Swans, yeah.
They looked all right. Their form's good enough to carry over to have a crack at Brisbane.
Again, this is another game that Richmond need to win to stay in contention for the 8.
In the mini revival.
Yeah, they lose this, it's over.
Yeah.
Season's done.
Yep. Friday night, SCG. Oh, Sydney versus Geelong.
Yuck. It's ugly.
Another-
Actually, 6 weeks ago, we said it's a great game.
Sydney's on 6 wins, you know that.
Yeah.
They're 2 games out the 8.
Have they played West Coast twice? Last week was a default.
Nil or draw?
Yeah, nil or draw.
Sydney by a kick or 2.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that for Friday night footy.
Sydney a kick or 2. That's my...
Reckon?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I'm not sure about Sydney. The coach, John Longmire, mate, he keeps going on about Lance. Oh, Lance will be back. Lance will be back.
Forget about
Good
Lance.
luck with that, you muppet of a coach.
Yeah,
What's he
forget
doing?
about Lance. Lance...
39-year-old player.
No, but he's not
thinks-
the reason.
Well,
He's
he
not the
thinks-
reason.
Oh, he's going to come back. Lance
That's
is gonna come
fine.
back.
It's that little speckle of dust.
He's the reason
That's
why
how
they lose
important it
games,
is.
though. They don't win games.
Do you
because
reckon?
of him.
I
Yeah,
disagree.
he's got
disagreed
more-
with you for weeks about this.
Yeah, but if he played yesterday, he would have kicked his 3
Yeah,
or 4 and everyone would have been
exactly.
carrying on. And
imagine if yesterday would have kicked 10.
I'm not going to ask
Who
you because I know
else?
your
Yeah,
answer,
probably.
but is he more detrimental?
Now he is.
Yeah, to Sydney when he plays.
It's not that important. That's what I say.
Maybe it's not as important. Oh, I get what you're saying as well, but I'm saying if they're in a big game against a very good opponent,
He's not capable anymore.
yeah, I agree with that. But I know what you're saying.
They're playing. Buddy's playing for Sydney because Sydney are a rabble. I reckon if Sydney was top 4, Buddy wouldn't be.
So
He's playing a side where John Longmire understands where the club's at.
So,
Yeah,
d-
yeah, he's
so
not stupid.
does he
If
keep
they're in the
playing?
premiership window,
Do
would
we,
Buddy?
do we keep Logan McDonald and Joel Amati in the seconds, or do we keep playing them so next year they get better again?
That's a good point.
That's the only point. If your season's gone and they're a rabble,
That's a good
and
point.
I agree they're a rabble, but seriously, call it a day.
I know what you
mate.
mean.
Just end it. Come on, enough. Lance,
8 weeks to go for Lance.
9.
Yeah.
9 weeks to go. But I think for what it's worth, Geelong, no problem. they'll canter this in.
They should.
Sydney are no good. How can you say a team's not going to win coming off 171 points?
Nah, Sydney win by a kick or two.
Okay, I think Geelong 3 or 4, 5 goals.
Fair enough.
I reckon Geelong get them,
Okay.
to be honest. But
Let's see. We'll find
nil
out.
or draw, like we said, I reckon.
Saturday afternoon, and we've got Saturday afternoon football back for the first time in 3 weeks.
Thank God for that.
1:45 and
Unfortunately, it'll be butchery.
butchery. Not the drink.
No, not the drink.
Butcher.
No. Adelaide will beat North by 10 goals plus, and I'm being very kind. Don't be silly. Don't give me otherwise.
I'll give you that.
Coming off the bye, I know that bye thing. Adelaide today's tails up. I don't care they lost. They'll be angrier. They'll go to town on North won't be in that game at all.
They don't have to go to town. They're a better side than them.
Yeah, we know that, but what
they're
I'm
an
trying
8-goal better side at Adelaide.
What I'm trying to say is it'll be 5 goals to zip, at the start, and that'll be, and they'll win by 8 or 9.
And you'll be texting me going, here we go
Of course.
again.
The only thing with Adelaide is that they're scrappy at times. Very scrappy at times.
If they're allowed
They don't
to
have to be.
Yeah.
They don't have to be against North though.
Yeah, well,
North will just play. North play that free flowing though. Well, they tried.
Yeah, but see, that's where you're wrong. They've changed. 5 weeks ago, they allowed teams to get on top of them. Now they at least
That's
put
right.
the
It's
pressure on
the
them.
new North.
Yeah, the new North.
The new North lasted 2 weeks.
Tex Walker. If that if that delivery to him is allowed to be, he'll kick 5 or 6 again.
Yeah, but it
So
won't be
you're-
allowed to be. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
With
I
North's
think-
back line.
No.
No, he's saying up the field, so midfield.
Yeah.
North's midfield can match it and cut off the delivery to the likes.
So
of
you say
Walker
North
and-
can win?
No, not at all.
Can't sustain it, North.
Not at all.
LDU come back or?
Yeah, he should come back.
Yeah, you
this week.
should.
That'd be nice.
But that back line, North's back line, core.
But what I don't
Low
understand,
Core won't
but
play.
if you look at the names,
know.
names in that back line, I'm talking about the names. You look at that's a pretty reasonable back line,
On
but
paper.
it just doesn't operate. It doesn't
But
operate.
how many games have they played together, that back
That's a
line?
fair point too, though.
Logue's his first season, he was playing down forward at the start of the season. When they get a bit of continuity, like,
I like Logue. He'll be good.
he's a good interceptor, right? So they need
Scares
that
me,
one defender.
though.
Why?
Scares me.
Decision making.
Decision making.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's not his fault because he's got some bad players he plays with. But anyway,
But so what do you think?
Adelaide, comfortable.
Comfortably.
Oh, I don't know.
If you're a punter, big margin little, but you'd go over the 39.5.
Is that what you reckon?
Yeah, it'd be low
Yeah,
odds too.
Touch and go 39.
Oh, I
to be
think
honest.
40, 50, 60 around there. Yeah, but over 39 gig.
I think 60 is
Yeah.
a bit much. Honestly,
Why not?
I don't know.
I could see 18 goals to 8.
Yeah, I can.
Again, so I look at the bye. These teams have lost off the bye. They haven't been belted either, right? So
No.
I like North off the bye. I think a young side like that needs a bit of a reset, if you
Maybe,
like.
yeah, fair. Like your
Do they-
Sheasels, Warlord, they need
Yeah.
that rest.
Do they get players back, North?
Yeah,
who
probably
LDU?
LDU? Well,
Well,
that's
That's enough.
That's what's back. The
not-
midfield's then.
they're not
the
missing much.
The midfield then's full throttle, mate. All of them. All of them are there.
okay.
It's going to be.
Can that
pretty
midfield?
interesting.
Okay, can North's midfield before we end this? Can they match with Adelaide's midfield?
Absolutely.
They can, but it won't affect the
won't.
scoreboard.
Yeah, they
No, I know because in the end,
they can
Is
match
Walker
it to
kick
a certain
five?
point, but
Because what?
Walker will kick 5.
Yeah, yeah.
well, potentially. But anyway, we all think Adelaide
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
Comfortably anyway.
Okay, would you be staggered if North won?
Staggered.
Never. Why?
Pick up all the umbrellas.
Don't use my line, mate.
Staggered.
my line.
Staggered. It'll be
Anyway.
staggered.
Oh, of course, at the same time.
Yeah.
Good
Why
on
wouldn't
you,
I
AFL.
change it a half an hour? No,
Hang
of
on.
course not.
Is that right? Is that a misprint? Is that right?
Just read it out.
Saturday, Marvel Stadium, 1:45, Western Bulldogs, Fremantle.
So the AFL had 4 weeks
Sorry,
of buys.
cough button.
Dear,
Four weeks to try and figure out, hey, let's not. It's working all right now. I know we're not playing 9 games, but it's working all right. Let's try and schedule games at different times. And yet, what do you get the first week back with 9 games? What are you
Because
doing? What are they doing at
They
the
are
AFL?
Canadian university students in Toronto.
is that Fettingham?
I know they do the fixture from a university in Canada, and that's not a secret or
So,
a
out
rumour,
of
that's
25
true.
million Australians,
They
not one
go to-
person can
they
do
go
the...
to Canada
Oh dear.
for the fixture to a university.
So do we do the hockey fixtures here?
Yeah, we do the
Yeah,
lacrosse.
we should
We do the
reciprocate.
lacrosse. It's
And
a
hockey.
joke. I could sit down in a day and do a good fixture.
Oh, no doubt. I have
with
no doubt.
days breaks, everything.
I have no
no
doubt.
problem.
I have no doubt.
If I did the fixture, there'd be one day off. There'd be Tuesdays off every other day you play.
I know you would.
Monday
He
nights,
was,
no
he was
problem.
loving it through COVID every night.
But what's wrong with Monday nights?
Oh, well, there's
Thursday
nothing
night's
wrong with
fantastic.
TV.
You were so against it at the start, but now
You
you
know
love
my
it.
theory why?
No, but no, I don't care about your theory. It's irrelevant.
My theory is that, there's X amount of thousands of footballers and volunteers and
you're talking
workers
about
that are
weekend,
involved at
local.
Thursday night footy training, and they don't get to watch it.
They can
don't
watch the
get-
second half.
Yeah, they do.
But what about
If
the
you,
people
if
that
you
are
make
sitting
match
at home?
committee really quick,
What about the people who are sitting at home and they don't want to watch MASH?
they could,
Oh dear.
they could watch the footy show on Channel 9 with Eddie McGuire at 9:30.
Jeez, wasn't that good years ago?
You know what? I missed that, to be honest. It was good fun.
Well, the front bar's good,
Front bar's a good version of it.
Okay. I'm not a fan, but anyway.
but I like Thursday night, I agree, because for my theory is not the footy one, the local footy club. I like all the games are separate.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I like about it.
Yeah. So instead of doing 2 1:45 games, maybe play Monday night game.
Or at least
Well-
start at 2:15, 2:10. At least it's half an hour.
Yeah, it's okay on a Sunday to have a 1:10 game. Why can't we have one on a Saturday at 1:10?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then you can play the second game at 3:40.
3:20 or whatever. Yeah.
Roll that into Saturday night footy.
Yep.
There's your 4 games. Okay, Saturday night footy you can't. But you can make half-hour gap with Saturday night footy.
Easy.
But am I mistaken in saying that Adelaide's half an hour behind by time? So why would you start at the same time?
That, you could work that out. Also, I've got another one.
Like I don't know.
Why can't we play Perth games, I was going to say Wacker games,
WECA.
at 9-4, like later on at night?
Yeah,
so you get
because
two,
exactly.
two Friday night games.
Or even a Sunday night.
That's
game
happened before,
starting-
though.
It has.
It has, but why don't they go
happened
back
before.
to it?
Yeah,
Why aren't they doing 8:40 night?
I
game
agree.
On a Sunday.
That's what I mean.
It's 6:40 over there. It's
Yeah.
fine, mate.
Yep.
I agree.
I don't understand. But anyway, let's talk about this game.
Where's the Bulldogs? Fremantle.
I've got not much to say.
Fremantle travels. The Dogs are in their comfort blanket of marvel.
And they win by
Dogs
5-6 goals comfortably. That's all I've got to say about that.
I agree. I don't think comfortably because the Dogs are struggling a little bit. But I think they win. Freo can't win here.
No.
They're not good enough.
No, that's the issue. It's not about the Dogs. It's Freo.
Nah.
Freo aren't good
I
enough.
don't trust any of them
No,
coming
I
down
don't
here.
trust them. I trust them
They're just-
over there. I trust them in Fremantle.
Absolutely. I trust
No
all
problem.
of them. Probably
Five-
Port's the only team I trust coming to Melbourne.
At the moment.
At the moment,
Yeah.
Adelaide gained a lot of trust after.
Gained a little bit.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I think the Dogs comfortably.
Yeah, I think the Dogs easily.
I think so too, because the Dogs can. Well, the Dogs can't score as openly as they used to.
No.
But neither can Freo.
Nah,
the
the
thing.
Freo
So-
So I think
Is that how Fremantle can get them?
maybe
You know what this game will be? 12-10 to
yeah 10-10.
8-7.
Yeah, there'll be 2 or 3 goals in it.
Nah, more than that.
Will Norton play back?
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask that question. You're reading my mind. Does he play forward or back?
Back for me.
Oh, I think he's a backman because he can't kick. So he's all right. You know, he's good intercept. He's good marks. He's got good
That's
hands.
a great mark.
I think he's a backman because he's selfish and he doesn't. He jumps on blokes' heads. He knocks blokes over. He doesn't give Jamar any room. He's
Doesn't
greedy.
care- he doesn't
he's a
care about
greedy
anyone-
pig.
He doesn't care about anyone else,
Doesn't
does he?
care.
Big word.
Doesn't care.
No, he
It's all
doesn't
about
care. He's
me.
right. It's
A
all
white
about
land
he
cross pig walking.
wants.
That's it, Landcross.
He wants a limelight. You're right.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on his head. I agree.
Yeah,
Totally agree.
And when he sits on the bloke's head and the ball goes over the top, and the defenders just pick the ball up and run it down, and I'm sure his teammates must be going, seriously, mate.
Does he ever chase, really?
Doesn't chase.
Anyway.
Well,
I
I
reckon-
spoke to a few Dog supporters years ago when he was coming through the ranks, and they were always saying he's a defender first.
Yeah.
Right.
And I remember that
I
specifically.
think maybe out of necessity they put him forward.
Well, now he's got to go back because they've lost
so there's
Jones
Yeah.
and O'Brien. So
So there's
they've got some
Casbolt
holes
play
down
back.
there. Casbolt.
He's a horrendous kick. So why doesn't he play?
He's
back
improved
instead
his
of forward?
kicking, though. It's a better kick than... I think it's a better kick than Norton.
I don't. I think they're 2 of the worst kicks in the AFL. But anyway,
I just
and they're
don't hit
both
'em
forwards.
right.
It's
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's
I reckon
crazy.
you spent
Coach.
too much time on Western Bulldogs and Freo.
I thought
I
so
agree.
too.
Because I hate both of them.
It
Just quietly.
it is an interesting game though.
I
I
don't
think the
think
winner
so.
plays finals, and I think the loser doesn't.
Already this far out?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Don't know.
But
Don't know
anyway,
about that.
that's a conversation
For
for
our
another day.
predictions.
Yep, correct.
Saturday, Heritage Bank Stadium at 4:35. Gold Coast, Collingwood.
Next.
Why next?
Next. He's got to get out of here.
No. Collingwood comfortably, are you kidding?
No. They're playing at Gold Coast
I don't care if they're playing in
In the evening.
Timbuktu.
in the evening.
Yeah, I don't care
What
if
are
they're
the
playing
conditions
Timbuktu.
like at Timbuktu?
Very dry.
So I'm not going to start. I'm not going to.
You're gonna be a very surprised
I'm not going to
person at
talk
about
about
7:30 next
Matthew
Saturday.
Rell. I'm
Yeah.
not.
No. You personally can't think that Gold Coast are a chance in this game.
I do.
They can beat them. No, they can.
No.
They could. They
Veto.
could. They could.
Veto.
North could beat Essendon. I'm just making a point.
You reckon
No.
it's absolute 100%? No.
Not a hiding. Not
No,
a
but
hiding.
I'm talking about the result. Win,
Nah,
lose.
Collingwood, yeah, 100% done.
What do you think?
Oh, I think Gold Coast can win.
I sort of
playing
think
in a-
they could.
They're playing in an ice skating rink.
That's okay.
That's
okay.
it's not okay.
I told you they can play in Timbuktu. Play whatever you want. Collingwood by 4 goals plus.
Okay, big call.
Gold Coast will push them. They've had a big win
So
today.
if you're going to put your
Good
money
win
on it, you're
today.
going to go to sports bet. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm not putting on Gold Coast.
nothing.
I probably wouldn't punt that one.
Yeah,
but
I
you're
would-
right.
No.
If I had to,
Right.
yeah,
Collingwood,
you'd back
but-
Collingwood.
That's how it is.
If you were,
You're telling
If
me
it was
oh,
the last round of the
but
year-
You're saying to me Gold Coast can get him. Anyone can get anyone on a day.
Yeah. So Gold Coast are playing
Yeah,
the
but-
best side in it up in their ice skating rink.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's massive.
That's fine.
if you're in front of the footy tipping, and it's the last round of the year and the last game of the year, you
You
tip
tip Collingwood, yeah. 100%.
Bloody oath.
Yeah. Let's circle this game and discuss this next week.
Yeah, I will. I think.
I think Collingwood win, but I think Gold Coast can get them if that makes sense.
Well, no, you're sitting on the fence.
No. I think Collingwood win.
What do you think?
Collingwood.
Okay, so we're all in the greens then.
We are.
After all that, you're arguing with me, but you're in the greens. with
Under
me.
10 points, you said comfortably.
Comfortably.
4 or 5
Four
You
goals.
said next.
Yeah, next.
4 goals
Like
plus,
it's not even a
done deal.
conversation.
Yeah.
It's a big
That's
conversation.
what I meant. Yeah, I disagree.
All right, fair enough.
Disagree.
Saturday night, MCG, 7:25, Essendon, Port Adelaide.
A beauty.
Lock in this game.
Good
A
game.
beauty.
Good game of footy.
I'm working it too, so it'll be right in there in the
Lovely.
At the ground.
at the ground. Yep, lovely. Essendon, Port. Oh yeah, I like this one.
Good one, isn't it? I really, I love Essendon here.
I think it's some wins. Yeah,
They're just it's the right time for them to get for someone to get Port Adelaide.
Yep.
Night game, MCG.
Yep.
And if the weather's all right, 2 metre Peter could kick his 4.
Yeah, that Port back line's eventually gonna. I know they can kick a score. They've been good for a long time, Port. I just reckon Essendon can get them.
So
It's the right time.
what about the other way though?
Yeah, that's a bit of a worry.
Essendon don't go the other way.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Because
I'm
your
all right with
Rosies,
that.
your Butters, and,
okay.
we go through the same blokes every week.
That's okay.
They could punish him, yes.
Port's defence, yes, Achilles heel, but it hasn't been tested in 10 weeks.
No.
Because they're so good out the middle, off the
Correct.
back.
That's right.
That they've protected their back six. Like, yeah, it's an Achilles heel, but
So,
we don't have to worry about that because we'll just smash it in from mid-defence.
so you're saying
in
Essendon's
and score.
midfield can even up with their midfield? Because if they do, then that's what you're saying. They put pressure on their back
That's the
line.
question, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And look,
Can it happen? It can.
I think
I actually think Essendon's
Yeah,
going to win
can.
this game
yeah,
for some reason.
I do.
I'm still sticking with Port.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
I just like the way they're playing, and particularly against who they're playing.
I love the way they're playing. You can't knock that.
And I reckon this game, there'll be no more than 2 goals in it all night. I reckon it'll be,
It'll be one of
to
those
and fro.
fever pitch.
7 points, 8 points, 10 points, 4 points. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think Essendon will get, and if it's like that, I think Essendon's last quarter crowd, they'll get them. I reckon Essendon wins by.
That's true.
I reckon
Close,
Essendon,
Essendon win, yeah.
I reckon Essendon
That's
kicks
true.
by a kick or 2, I reckon.
In a low-scoring game, though.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Essendon can't go shootout.
They have to. They have to.
But then they can't win.
They can.
You might
They
have a
can't go
point.
shootout with Port Adelaide.
No, I don't think they'll go shoot. I think you know what it'll be?
Okay, Corral.
You know what it'll be?
Port Adelaide will be...
13-10 to 11-10, something like that.
Shootout.
That's not a shootout.
Well, then Port wins.
That's not a shootout.
But Essendon can't kick 13 and keep Port to 11. I don't think.
What are you saying?
not
Essendon has to kick 18, they kick
15.
16.
Essendon's got to kick 100 to
100
win this
points
game of
to win the
footy.
game.
And I can't see it.
Yeah.
Not against Port.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
That's
So
my
then you're
only
saying Port will
concern.
win.
no. But I
Well,
think
he's backing
can
Essendon to kick
100
100.
points. I think they can do
Even
it.
if they kick just under 100, I think they'll win still.
94 to 87.
Yeah, there you go.
Under 10 points. It's going to be a ripper of a game, so make sure you watch this one.
That's the one to watch.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree.
Sunday MCG 110. Hawthorn Carlton.
That is an interesting game, to be honest. Thoughts?
Very. Got nothing to say.
Carlton have to win this, don't they?
Surely they have to win.
You
this.
wouldn't. You couldn't possibly.
Carlton lose this. I'll not only sack the coach, I'd shut the club down. Hawthorn's best player.
Back to the
ain't
tins.
playing.
Back to the tins.
No,
put
there's
money
no
in.
tins.
Go to
It's
Bunnings by
over.
a couple of big locks.
It's over.
change.
There'll be a buy every week next year until Tasmania come in.
Yeah,
Carlton-
close the doors.
Close the doors.
There'll be a sign there on the Monday
No
morning.
more. Like Samuel L. Jackson and the coach, Coach Carter.
Oh, Coach Carter.
Like the
You love
gymnasium.
it, don't you?
Yeah,
No,
like
but
the
it'll be-
gymnasium. No more training.
Due to
Got to do your homework.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, We have closed down
No,
the
it's
club.
foreseen because they're a rabble. That's what'll happen.
They'll
But
beat.
Of course they
They
can't
will
win.
beat Hawthorn like they did 2 weeks ago in Gold Coast. They'll whack them.
Whack them.
okay,
I don't think they'll whack them, no. 4 goals. 4 or 5 goals.
I reckon 5+.
Okay, well then similar to what
when they can win the flag, Carlton.
No, they're playing Hawthorn.
Okay,
Who do you think wins?
I think Carlton wins. That's why I'm saying if they lose this one, it's time to
Comfortably win?
arm's length. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's just
I
say-
agree.
There's that word again.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
4 or 5 goals, I think.
They can whack them like they did Gold
Well, they
Coast.
can, but
Yeah,
there's no
they
need
can.
for a whacking. Just get the 4 points and move on.
They'll get the job done,
A
Carlton.
bottom 3 side, even though they're bottom 4, Carlton. but my point is, like, they're a rebuilding side. You can't, if you're serious and you can't beat a rebuilding side, they've said they're rebuilding Hawthorn. It's not, they're not trying to play finals.
agree with
this year.
that.
Yep.
You're kidding yourself. Anyone that loses to Hawthorn that's got any aspirations of playing finals this year,
That's fair.
should make a lot of changes at the end of the year
Yeah,
if you lose
true,
to Hawthorn.
true.
You're going to lose games, but I expect West Coast to lose to Hawthorn. But North Melbourne can lose
Yep,
to Hawthorn
that's
because they're in
true.
the same boat.
Yeah.
But if you're Carlton or Essendon or whatever, and you want to lose to Hawthorn, get out. A lot of changes
agree.
need to be made.
I agree. Sunday, TIO Stadium 320. Now, is this right? Melbourne is
Yes.
playing GWS in the Alice. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Is that Darwin? Sorry, TIO Stadium.
It's
One
up
of them.
north anyway.
At 3:20 in the afternoon.
Yeah. At 70 degrees it's going to be. What
That's
are
a
you
good
doing,
one,
AFL?
AFL.
What are you
in
doing?
God's name is that?
What are you doing?
Let's get
Why
this
are we
right.
playing
Is
up there?
TIO Stadium Alice Springs
Or Darwin?
or Darwin?
I think it's Darwin.
Don't know, but we'll flash it across the screen when we find out. But either way, it's going to be 100 degrees, right?
We have to find out.
Why
I
are
need
they
to
playing
know.
up there? Do
I
they
need to
really
know.
need to play at TIO Stadium?
Well, it's one of them. What's the difference? By the way, that's Alice Springs Traeger Park.
Ah, that's it. Traeger Park. I was
Traeger
trying to
Park.
get its original
Oh,
name. So that's it. Yeah. TIO Stadium, Traeger Park, Alice
6,000
Springs.
degrees, 4 billion
Mad.
humidity.
Mad.
Why are they playing up there? I don't understand.
Oh,
Why is
it's
Melbourne
quite
playing-
staggering. It
Why?
actually is.
Yeah.
Why? Tell us, AFL. Tell the public why we're playing in Alice Springs, is it?
Promote? Is it to, what do they promote?
Of course it is. It's to promote.
Of course
They
it is.
play pre-season games up there. You don't need to be playing serious
Don't
games
worry.
up there.
I don't know if you heard the news. I think it was last night or this morning.
No, I didn't.
The AFL are putting in 560,000. It's not a lot of money, but 560,000 into the Sydney primary schools of Paddington, Parramatta, a couple of other suburbs around there.
And what's that going to achieve? It's
560,000.
going to buy some footies and T-shirts.
Yeah, they're dumping it into primary schools to get AFL going in primary
500.
schools.
That's a pittance.
560,000.
They
You want to
need
have a
to be-
crack
Yeah, they want
AFL?
pittance.
Put in 5 million.
Yeah, 5 million.
I'm not saying that
500
Sydney
grand
needs
gonna do-
support. I know Victorian needs support. I know
Everyone
the VFL
does, yeah.
competition's
What
on
a
its
comedy!
knees.
What a comedy act they are.
560,000.
They make $1 billion
comedy.
a year.
That's their tax return.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Andrew Demetrio's tax return back in the day.
It's a comedy act. Anyway,
Like, seriously?
Yeah.
I think,
And this- and this
I think
rubbish-
Melbourne gets a job done.
Why are they giving them token games? You want to be serious? Do something a little bit more than here's your game in round 14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alice?
around 15, whatever it
There
is.
you go.
Melbourne
I
win
agree.
though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
They
Yeah, I
should
think
win this
so.
one.
They should. You're a little bit worried about them.
I just don't
Nah,
know
they'll
if they
beat
can't
GWS.
score.
They'll
Aren't
beat
they?
GWS.
Yeah. I think last time they played up there during the day, they kicked like 24 goals. I think that was their premiership season. It might have been.
Was it a
Maybe.
day game up
Or
there?
2022.
Maybe it
might
gets
have been.
chilly in the afternoon in Alice. I don't
No,
know.
it
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't.
Anyway.
But
I don't
anyway,
know. What's the
reckon Mel-
grass like there? Be dry.
It's
there.
dry. It's like the old.
Well, maybe Raz not there, so there'll be plenty of grass.
How would he play up there? Would he struggle?
Oh no, you'd have to load up beforehand. You'd have to go to the local grounds, load up, and then come and play.
Anyway,
moving right along.
Sunday Optus Stadium,
Last game.
4:40.
What a
West
ripper to
Coast
finish
and
off the
Kilda. I
Steve
can't
Wood.
wait for this one.
Anyway, and we're done.
Yeah, and
So
I
Kilda
agree.
win, and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the chance. 4:40.
Nah.
You wouldn't watch the Alice Springs game either, would you?
Oh, there's more chance of watching
Yeah.
that. 'Cause that finishes
Maybe
at 6.
watch a little bit of it, and then you two boys get on to MASH. Start from the first episode.
We'll be watching this one.
I'll
I
be
think.
watching this.
We'll be watching.
And actually
West Coast
watching
and Sunday.
reruns.
We can have a
I'll
discussion
watch
of
a
it.
replay of this before I watch an episode
Yeah,
of that.
we
run.
won't be
Come
watching.
on.
Won't be watching.
The
Mash.
worst show ever to be developed.
I know that.
I'd
know
happily
that.
sit in front of this game, as disgusting as it'll be.
I'm going to put you through it one day, one afternoon.
Are you?
Yep.
How you
I
going
don't
to
know.
do that?
I don't know.
Well,
I
if you
don't know.
figure out the way to do
I
it.
don't know.
Maybe a bucket load of cash and we'll do it.
He's right what he's saying.
Bucket load of KFC, I thought you were going to say.
St Kilda wins
Yeah, okay.
and nothing else to say about it.
That's it.
You watch Max King kick 6.
Yeah.
Could West Coast?
No.
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 Wait.
No.
You don't know what I'm going to say yet.
Can West Coast
Could West Coast
get within 5
forfeit
goals?
it?
Yeah.
Could they just say-
They should.
I'm not up for it today.
Never happened.
Oh, they will. They'll take
Do the
the
ring
part,
around.
but they'll do that at the start of the game.
Imagine that at AFL level forfeiting.
Well, how much will they lose by after this?
10 goals. Only about 10 to 12.
Yeah, it won't be 100.
Because
You can't pick 100 points. Even when GWS and Gold Coast were running around
rebels.
getting much,
Yeah.
you couldn't pick
Nah.
any given
Nah,
day. When
it'll
they
be
were
10
goals.
goals.
It'll be 8 to 10 goal win.
Yeah,
comfortably.
there's
No
be
problem,
no
mate.
problem. West Coast will kick 5 goals.
Oh, they might kick 7 this week.
Might kick 7.
Just because.
And we'll be rattling off more stats next week about
Yeah,
them.
it's true.
Potentially.
And there you have it, our preview of round 16. Comment down below on who you think might win this week, and we'll see you in the next one.